Hello and welcome back to Let's Unpack That. Today we're going to be talking about how much should I spend on marketing my practice. This is a great question that we talk about all the time at MyWellbeing with the more than nearly 400 providers that we work with. So if you're feeling a little bit of uncertainty, a little bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit of doubt around this question, you are not alone, and we are largely not trained to know the answer. So give yourself a little bit of compassion, a little bit of space, and let's dive in. So generally, marketing is a much larger expense than we think at first interaction with it. So many of us have a lot of clinical training and we go into private practice really excited to work with the clients that we're setting out to work with. We're really excited for the autonomy, the independence. We're so jazzed to get things going. And then we realize, we have a great website, we have a listing in a directory, we have A, B, C, D, E of the things that we're supposed to do, and the clients are not coming. So what we have to realize is that small businesses spend a really meaningful amount of their budget on marketing and advertising. So if nothing else, what you want to think about is, am I earning the amount that I'm spending back? So if you think about a classic advertisement, if you spend $10 on that ad, you want to get $10.01 back. So you need the client to pay you $10.01 for a $10 ad to be worth it. You also want to think about what time, energy, things like that are going in, because those might be expenses. So for example, that could be time that if you were otherwise in a session, you'd be compensated for. So are there missed earnings that are also going into that cost? So generally, if something is earning you $15 for a $10 spend, that is great. And as you can imagine, the more you're earning for a constant amount of spend, the better. So for example, we at MyWellbeing on average tend to generate about $30,000 of earnings for the annual membership fee that we charge our providers. And that is about $1,200 a year for providers. So they earn about a 30x return on investment. And what return on investment means is that what you are getting as a return of what you're investing up front to get those clients. So the membership fee you're investing, you're taking the leap. And then by the end of the annual renewal, by the end of the 12 months, you're saying, okay, I've connected with X amount of clients who have paid me Y amount of dollars. Those dollars, so if I got $30 for every $1 that I put in, that is an exceptional return on investment. So as you get closer to an exact break even, you're a little bit more on the fence of, do you want to continue investing in that or not? Certainly, if you are losing money, so if you invest $1 and you're earning 50 cents, you want to be thoughtful about, is that something you want to continue to invest in? So there might be added benefits that are hard to quantify. So you may have built relationships that you want to maintain. It may be helping with things like brand awareness, or you may get a once a year opportunity like a press feature or facilitating a workshop at a company that to you feels worth it for that annual investment. Or you may find, you know what, I actually want to reallocate this spend in another place, which might serve as a test for your business, or you think you have reason to believe it might generate a higher return on investment than how you're currently spending. But across the board, what we've seen time and time again is that generally behavioral health providers experience a lot of sticker shock against investing in marketing at all. And what sticker shock means is that generally the price that service providers are quoting you can feel really high or can feel outside of your budget. I would recommend practicing a little shift in headspace away from what is the concrete dollar sign and what is that dollar sign going to generate for your practice. Because certainly as you're starting out, there are going to be expenses. And as long as those expenses give you a positive return on investment, they can help propel your practice forward. And they are likely to be expenses that you're going to need to invest. Exactly where you invest them is more of the choice and something else to continue to practice curiosity around, do a little bit of research and a little bit of vetting. So that is how I would think about how much should you spend on marketing your practice. And of course, so many of you are going to be starting in slightly different places. So think about how much can you reasonably set aside for marketing your practice. And hypothetically, if that investment does not go as planned, it won't put your personal or professional life at extreme risk, but it's something that you have reason to believe will return more than that original investment, so that by the end of that period of time, you actually have more than you originally put in. So I hope that this talk is helpful for you. If there have been things in your practice growth that are very helpful that we did not mention, please comment them here or tag whoever is leading that effort or that initiative or who you learned from. You never know who you're going to support through this community. And as always, keep your eyes peeled for the question bubbles in our stories so that we can continue to answer what is most top of mind for you. So good to see you here today, and looking forward to seeing you again at another talk soon. Bye.